Assignment number 1. It's mega simple, okay? And this file's available to you. You can download it. You can write on it. You can do whatever you need to do with it. You need to answer 3 questions in the format of a statement.
500 words?
Yeah, 500 words. It's a page.
Marmalade format?
What's that?
Marmalade format?
No, I don't care about that.
Citations?
No, I mean, well, it depends. If I'm not requiring a citation, I really just want you guys to reflect on your anecdotal experiences, really. But if you have actual citations and research that you want to present because it's relevant to your statement, by all means, please include it. No extra credit. Yvonne, you keep asking me that. You're not going to get extra credit out of it. I respect that, but you're not going to get extra credit for effort. All right. So, so anyway, these 3 questions are, what is an algorithm? Where has it been used, particularly outside of architecture? Because now you have the excuse of saying, oh, Walt Disney Concert Hall, surface normals, right? No, don't do that. Find something outside of architecture. Where can you find algorithms in art or landscaping or computer programming or music, right? Find some other form of algorithm, engineering perhaps, right? And so tell me where it's been used and how something like that can be useful to you as an architect within your architectural designs. Okay, so I mentioned that I'm trying to get you to think deeper about why we're here. And if we don't really understand what its capabilities are for architecture and for the world in general, then we won't really have an appreciation for the level of complexity that we're faced with here in this course. Okay, so I did say 500 words. I almost made it as little as 350, but the reason I bumped it up is not to punish you. It's not to punish you. The reason I bumped it up is because I believe 500 words is enough for you to have more than one main idea. And that's really important because you could just say, oh yeah, I can use it to create structural arms for a facade. I keep going back to that example. And then you can talk to me for 350 words about structural arms for a facade, and it won't really tell me anything more. Okay, so I'm really hoping to see that you've thought about something that is isolated from our world, and you found value in it in not just their world and our world, but potentially even something else. Does that make sense? No? Okay. How do I describe this? I'm not going to go so far as to say like 5-paragraph essay, but no, that would be miserable. I want you to think beyond just giving me one reason, right? Because usually these reasons are nuanced, and where there is one reason, there are usually 4 or 5 other related reasons that support whatever your main idea is. Okay, so and saying that, those ideas can all really be elaborated on and backed up. So the example that I used about the facade, right? So Frank Gehry's facade of the Disney Concert Hall, right? Not only is algorithmic design used as a form generator, right, in that particular example, but it's also it's also an engineering tool. It's used as a language of expression because each one of the masses has a totally different language for how the armatures are attached. There are many different ways that you can begin to express it, and even musically, right? The notes that are being hit all have a different structure in different parts of a piece of music. And so if you can start to look at the algorithm of the building in terms of when it has large pieces and small pieces, and how the way engineering is changed through the fact that we can actually use algorithmic design, visual programming, in order to make that happen in an automated way is kind of a fascinating translation of something that is so subjective into something that's very objective. Does that make sense? A little more? Okay.
Keep going, dude.
Give us more ideas.
All right. So now that I said that, Walt Disney Concert Hall is off the table. Okay, you cannot use it. And similarly, I have one rule outside of answering these questions, and that's that anything that shows up on the first page of Google, you can't use it. Yeah.
Does that mean that's the source?
No, I'll kind of know. Ish. I mean, some of you might get away. Some of you might get away with it, but I'll kind of know. Yeah.
Oh my god, English class.
No. Come on, guys. It's 500 words. It's not that much. For those of you who are over 21, you can sit down, have a glass of wine, and knock it out in an hour. Yeah. Okay. So, what's that?
The bottle or the essay?
I hope you're not drinking a whole bottle in an hour. But anyway, the only other thing is that you need to note here, even though it's in small text, I should have made it bigger, is that it's due a week from today. No. It's 500 words, man. Guys, I don't want you to be worried about, like, having iterations of this thing, okay? Like, stream of consciousness, just sit down, write some stuff that seems relevant to you, and it doesn't have to be good. It really doesn't have to. What we're here in school for is to try to formulate ideas. I mean, you guys are still kind of young in your intellectual capabilities when it comes to design analysis. So it's okay for it to fall a little bit flat. So don't be afraid to say something that doesn't really jive. Okay, just do it quick, make it legitimate and genuine, and we'll just kind of start to synthesize a number of things, a number of references that we can really use to inform our designs. Okay? Sound good? Sound not intimidating? Well,
We'll get through it.
all right. Yes. I'll just collect PDFs, so you don't have to print it. Or not PDFs. I want Word docs. Because then I can just open it and check your word count.
Did you upload this?
What's that?
Is this anyone else, or we have to take a picture?
No, this is available to you on the drive. It's right here. Oh, no, I haven't put it in yet. Or did I? Hang on. Yeah, it's there. What's that? Yeah, issue, yeah. All right, final questions before I close out this video. Yes?
You will have a Dropbox, or do we just drop it in there?
You'll just, I'll figure that out by next week. Yeah. All right. Also, I'm going to have an updated syllabus for you next week. And I think that's it in terms of housekeeping stuff. That's the only assignment right now. That's all you guys have to worry about. Other than that, it would be nice if at some point you kind of went back and flipped through the videos and tried to recap some of the highlights of what we did here. Because starting next week, I mean, I'm moving you guys into actually developing like perforated patterns and things like that, elements that are relevant to you as designers right now. Okay, so you are free to go now if you need to, but I am going to try to pull up some old definitions from other files and stuff to kind of show you some cool things that we're looking forward to before the end of the day today. Okay. All right. Thanks.